Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is in Europe, kicking off his first overseas trip since taking office last month. This is from the last hour or so, showing Hegseth arriving at the Africa Command headquarters in Germany. The trip comes amid uncertainty over President Trump's plans for U.S. European Command. Allies are bracing for possible cuts to American military presence. NewsNation's Alina Shirazi is tracking this for us and joins us from Washington. What have we heard so far from the Secretary of Defense?
Marni, good to be with you again. We just heard the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, as well as the commander of AFRICOM. You could see him on your screens there, General Michael Langley, starting that town hall with the national anthem and opening speech. The audio was a bit tough to hear, but we could make out Hegseth talking about how honored he is to be in the role, saying his go-to phrase that they will put America first by reestablishing peace through strength, adding that the first thing President Trump asked him to do was reestablish warfighting as the core tenet of the Pentagon, also saying that's our job. He also mentioned how their focus is on the southern border in the first couple of weeks here, something that we have seen. He's also committed to passing a clean audit after the Pentagon failing several times in a row. He also touched on the record recruiting numbers that they have seen in the Army, something the Trump administration we have seen take credit for in the past. And now we know this is Hegseth's first overseas trip as the defense secretary, and he has certainly hit the ground running as we have seen him there. First Belgium, Poland, and Germany. Hegseth, we know, visiting the headquarters of the U.S. European Command, then traveling to Brussels to participate in the NATO defense ministers meeting, as well as the Ukraine defense contact meeting. Hegseth will make his way to Poland on Thursday, also holding a bilateral meeting with Polish officials, heading back to the United States on the weekend. So certainly a busy slate of events for the Secretary of Defense.
Definitely is. Lena, he's also making news renaming Fort Liberty.
That is another big one there, Marni. Hegseth signed a memorandum Monday on his way to Germany that effectively renamed Fort Liberty, the Army's largest post, to Fort Bragg. But we know this is a different Bragg than before. This time it is Roland L. Bragg, a World War II veteran who was awarded the Silver Star and Purple Heart during the Battle of the Bulge in 1944. Before it was renamed Fort Liberty in 2023, the fort was named after Confederate General Braxton Bragg. The Pentagon press secretary did put out a statement on this saying, quote, "This change underscores the installation's legacy of recognizing those who have demonstrated extraordinary service and sacrifice for the nation." Hegseth saying Bragg is back after signing that order. We know the former Fox News host has in the past said multiple times that he opposes removing the names of Confederate soldiers from military bases. So now he finally got the chance to do that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.